Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all very well. Today's meeting is mainly about reevaluation. We want to do some evaluation to make sure that we are actually all on the right track, to make sure that we are slowly but surely moving into the direction of our goals and dreams for 2026. Like I always love saying, it's very, very possible for someone to be busy, but then not achieve anything. You find that you've been working, you've been pushing, you've been you've been putting in a lot of effort all the way through the year, but then at the end of the day, you find that the year ends and there's nothing actually much. There's nothing, there's no progress. So normally to avoid such kind of experiences, I love saying that it is important for us to work hard, but also at the same time, work smart as well. So while we are working, while we are pushing towards the direction of our goals, and I'm saying this, assuming that all of us have our goals and dreams clear. I am assuming that all of us have our goals and dreams clear, that all of us know what we want to achieve and accomplish from now to the end of the year. I'm assuming that all of us know what level in the business we want to be at in the next 3 months, in the next 5 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 8 months, in the next 10 months to end the year. Because as I speak of today, we already are 2 months gone for the year 2026. Now we have only exactly 10 months to go. So as you can clearly see, honestly, time is not on our friend. Time is not on our side. Time is running, time is rushing. It's like as if it's being chased. So in whatever you are doing, to grow your business, in whatever you are doing to see that this year, 2026, is your year, you need to adjust a bit. You need to put in a bit of urgency. You need to put in a little speed. You need to put in a little speed because honestly speaking, the year is almost gone. And now, I mean, tomorrow is going to be Easter. And then, the year always runs quite very fast. So we need to make sure that we make every day count. We make every minute count. So today I want to give us a list of things that each of us must do an evaluation on to make sure that at least by the end of the day, by the end of the week, by the end of the month, at least you are somewhere as you're building your business. Now, one of the things that would want us to look at is, of course, all of us know that Neolife judges us by results. Neolife judges us by results. It doesn't matter how good you are at training. It doesn't matter how much good of a speaker you are. Of course, all these things are good. All these things are good. But what really matters is, are you putting your skills to producing results? Are you putting all your skills? Are you putting all your experience to producing results? And of course, results transform into money, and money transforms into our dreams coming to reality. So are you putting in all the best? Are you giving it all your best? Are you, when you look at yourself, would you say you are focusing on activities that bring results? What activities bring results? Activity number one that brings in results is finding people, creating new friends every day, creating new friends, asking for referrals, adding names to your name list, approaching people and telling them about your product, approaching people and telling them about your business, approaching people and speaking to them about health, approaching people and speaking to them about how their lives can transform in the next 2 to 5 years. That is a great activity that can actually improve or transform your business. So a question that I would love to pose to you, when it comes to the activity, of connecting with people, finding prospects, adding names into your name list, if you were to do an evaluation, would you give yourself a positive or a minus? Would you say you're doing it? Example, how many names, how many people, how many new people have you connected with today? How many new people have you connected with today? Like I said, this is an evaluation meeting. I want us to see whether on the income generating activities, on the activities that lead to the growth of our business, I want us to see how we are doing. Are you doing well, or do you need to improve, or do you need to pull up your socks? So that is a daily activity number one. Meeting prospects, finding prospects, meeting new people, adding names to the name list. I would want to suggest that every single person that is on this call that is interested in growing a business, you should find ways to connect with 5 to 10 people every single day. That is for people who are doing it part-time. But now for people who are doing the business full-time, I would even want to suggest that you can even do better. You can do more than that. But to people who have no time, people who are doing the business past-time, I would want to give you this number, that at least on a daily basis, find ways to connect, find ways to add 5 names to 10 names onto your name list. It can be through the people you meet. It can be through asking for referrals. Please sit. It can be through asking for referrals. It can be through getting to your friends and ask them that, look, hey, I am doing a business. I am interested in people who love to build part-time business for part-time income. Are there any of your friends that you can recommend to me? People that are serious, people that are hungry, people that want to change their lives. Are there any friends that you can connect to me so that I can actually show them how this business works? So find ways to connect. Find ways to connect with 5 to 10 new people every single day. And people who are more aggressive, you can even do better. You can find ways to connect with even more people. Of course, there are even some of those good days where you can actually even connect with 100 people. Like the people who are in Kampala, we have the Harvest Money Expo that is going to be at Kololo. The Harvest Money Expo. It's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Harvest Money Expo. If you are in Kampala, find ways to print business cards, and then you go and hunt, because Kololo is a good hunting area. We are going to be hosting all the biggest farmers that exist in Uganda at Kololo. So find ways to go at Kololo with your business cards. Find ways to connect with as many people as possible. In fact, to every entrepreneur, to every neo-life distributor, whenever there are opportunities of connecting with people, please always take advantage and connect with as many people as possible. Our business is about connecting with people. Our business is about building a network of people using the products. The more people you connect with, the better. So activity number one is that connecting with people daily. So how are you standing? How are you doing in that area? Remember, these are income generating activities, business building activities, connecting with people. Then the other activity is presenting to people about the business, making appointments, having daily appointments, and presenting to people about the business. How are you doing in that area? How many people are you presenting to about the business daily? How many people are you meeting one-on-one and presenting to about the products? How many people are you meeting in outreaches, so that you can do presentations and talk to them about the business? We have the kickoff meetings coming on for Western Uganda. We have the kickoff meeting start next month at Hotel Africana. Those are opportunities to invite as many people as possible to come and have a look at your business. Here in Kampala, every Tuesday we have a training. Every Saturday we have a training. Those are opportunities for you to invite people to come and see the business. Now, to every serious distributor, you want to grow your business, you need to make sure that every single month you have presented to 100 people about your business, about your products. So I need you to do an evaluation and say, how many people do I speak to on a monthly basis? Because 100 people in a month simply means that you are actually presenting to an average of 3 to 5 people every single day about your business. So you as a distributor who is listening to me, how many distributors are you speaking to about your business? How many distributors are you presenting to? Now, the first one was the first income, the first business building activity was connecting with people, prospecting. Now, I am talking about presenting, people that you make appointments with and visit your office and you speak to about the business. 100 people a month. That's an average of 3 to 5 people a day. Whatever I am talking about is not for people who are not serious in the business. Whatever I'm talking about is for people who are very serious in the business, who want to see their lives change by the end of the year. Whatever I'm training about today, it's for people who want to see their dreams being achieved this year. Those are the people that I'm speaking to. How many people are you presenting to about your business on a daily? Remember, our business grows on a daily basis. Our business grows on a daily basis. Our business grows on a daily basis. How many people are you speaking to on a daily basis? The other area I would want you to evaluate yourself is sales. Sales. Are you making sales on a daily basis? We are in a business whereby we have an opportunity of making a sale every day, making a profit of averagely 150,000 to 300,000 per day. If you follow through with our teachings, with our trainings, we are teaching and mentoring people and helping them to build a daily cash flow of averagely 50,000 to 300,000 per day. Is it your goal? Is it your passion? Is it your ambition? How committed are you to that goal? How committed are you? How serious are you about this issue? And when you do an evaluation, is it your point of focus in the first place? Is it your point of focus? How are you doing in that place? How are you doing in that? If you do an evaluation, would you say you are okay? Would you say you're doing well? Would you say you're doing well? So all these areas I am talking about, I need you to do an evaluation. I need you to sit through and think through and say, okay, so these are things that I need to do on a daily if I want to see my business progressing. And then ask yourself, am I doing them? Am I consistent? Am I persistent? Do that evaluation. Check yourself and see if you're progressing or if you're only lying to yourself. Daily sales, daily prospecting, daily presenting, daily sales. The other field you need to evaluate yourself at and see whether you're doing well is follow up. I love telling people that actually that yes, we can prospect, we can present, but follow up is the actual business. Follow up is the actual business. If you are the kind of person who is speaking to people about the products, speaking to people about the business, presenting, but then you're not following up, you are like that farmer who goes to the garden and does all the work, but then forgets to do the weeding, forgets to do the fertilizing, forgets to do the irrigation, and finally, he's just seated there waiting for a harvest. So follow-up is very key. Follow-up is very key. Follow-up is very key. Follow-up is actually the business. You speak to someone about the business, don't care whether it's a no, don't care whether it's a yes. Just keep in touch. If they are negative today, they can be negative tomorrow. They can be positive tomorrow. If they don't show up for tomorrow's appointment, they can show up for the other appointment. If they don't show up for this meeting, they can come for next month's meeting. They can come for next year's meeting. So don't you give up on somebody. Follow up somebody until they actually die. That's my principle. I don't care whether you say no. I don't care whether you say yes. I will follow you up until you get tired of me and join my business, until you get tired of me and buy from me. Follow up. Training. Are you training? Do an evaluation to see, are you attending trainings? Are you training every day? Are you working on your mind every day? On Saturday in our training, we had a training of about 12 people at our office. And I told the people, and they were laughing at, and they were laughing. I told them, look, you can't expect to earn 10 million shillings every month, yet in your mind, it is only 500,000 that is there. And I told them that actually, that the size of the money on your bank account is equal to the size of your brain. It sounds like an insult, but that is the fact. The size of the money on your bank account is equal to the size of your brain. So what do you do if you want, what do you have to do if you want to increase the size of the money on your bank account? Simply work on yourself, grow yourself, develop skills, grow as a person, have a personal development program, train every day, train your mind every day, grow your mind every day. When you grow your mind to 20 million shillings every month, the income is going to follow. The income will follow. The income will follow. Train every day. So if you are to do an evaluation, do you train every day? You see, ladies and gentlemen, we just cannot be there. We want the good fruits from Neo Life. We want the travel and lifestyle from Neo Life. We want the big monies from Neo Life. Today I was speaking to one of the leaders on this team, and he was telling me that there are rumors that there could be another 2 diamond director in Tanzania. Man, these guys work. Oh, my goodness. These people work. These people put in a lot. These people are actually working for 16 hours non-stop. 16 hours non-stop. Right now, some of you are even attending to me, you're in your beds. Some of you are actually logged in, but you're not even listening. You're not even attending training, but you're logged in just to show your presence. Man, you're not even fooling me, but you're only fooling to yourself. You're fooling yourself and you're on your dreams. So if we are going to get the results, we must put in the work. Our business respects the laws of nature. Whatever you sow, you shall harvest. Whatever you sow, you shall harvest. Let's not expect to harvest a lot when we are not putting in enough effort. We have to put in the work. We must put in the work. So are you training every day? So number one was prospecting. And we say averagely, you should be prospecting between 5 to 10 people daily, though you can do better than that if you're more aggressive. And then we said present to an average of 3 to 5 people daily. You can even do better than that. And then we said you must make sales every day. You must make money. You must make money every day. And now we are talking about training. And then we've talked about follow-up. The other most important thing is structure. Who are you working with on your team? To begin with, do you have any distributors on your team? We always talk about how sponsoring is the business. The company gives us targets that every distributor must do a 3 in 30 every month. You are someone who loves this business passionately and you want to grow. Every month, every distributor must do 3 in 30. Those are 3 people in 1 month. A manager does a 5 in 30. A senior manager does a 10 in 30. An executive manager does a 15 in 30. A director does a 20 in 30. A wealthy member does a 30 in 30. Are you sponsoring? Because sponsoring is the business. Sponsoring is the oxygen of the business. Is your focus there or you don't have focus there? How are you doing in that area? Sponsoring. You need to sponsor so that you can get distributors to work with. And if you already have some distributors on your team, are you working with your distributors on a daily basis? Are you sure? Are you working with your distributors every day?
Yes.
Do you communicate to them every day? Do you communicate to them every day? Do you train them every day? Do you do one-on-one presentations with them? Are you teaching them how to make money every day? All these things I'm talking about, these are things that must be done on a daily basis. Then what are you supposed to do on a monthly basis? You are supposed to step up every month. Your focus as a distributor who wants to succeed in this business, as a distributor who wants to succeed in this business, focus on taking your next step every month. If you are a distributor, focus on doing a 3 in 30, focus on taking your next step, which is manager. If you're a manager, focus on sponsoring 5 people on your team, focus on taking your next step to senior manager. If you are a senior manager, focus on taking your next step to executive manager. Focus on sponsoring 10 people on your team. If you are a senior manager, focus on becoming an executive manager. Focus on sponsoring 15 people on your business. Take a step every month. Take a step every month. Qualify as title. If you fail to take a step, then you qualify as title. Take a step every month. Qualify as title every month. Do a 3 in 30 every month. Make it a point that your distributors are also doing 3 in 30s every single month. Evaluation. How are you doing when you look at all these business building activities that we just mentioned? How are you doing? Are you doing well? Focus on developing managers every month. Focus on developing senior managers every month. Focus on developing executive managers if you want to be a director. Focus on developing directors. if you want to be a world team, focus on development. Every month, focus on development. Every month, focus on sponsoring. Every month, focus on developing people on your team. Focus on your next step every month. And there are quite a lot of incentives that have actually been set around all these things, by the way, for your own information. There is the fast track, senior manager. There are step-up incentives for new distributors, you know. There are step-up incentives, there are travel incentives for those who become emerald directors. There are travel incentives for those who become world team members. So honestly, at the bottom, there's nothing. At the top, there is everything. So you who is listening to me today, are you going to work on these things so that you actually get to the top? Because when you focus on everything that I've talked about today, you will only be going to the top. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that these words have landed on fertile grounds. I hope that we are going to work and give it our very best so that we can be able to grow and proceed with this new life business. Thank you so much. Have a blessed evening.